15-minute -3 pregame show starts right now.
We don't have time for a fancy intro. Hi and hello, football. You know what? We don't even have time for hi and hello. Hi, football fans. Welcome to the -3 15-minute pregame show. You're busy. You don't need a 3-hour pregame show filled with saccharine origin stories and experts making picks via bobbing for apples and other jive. No. This is all the essential information you're going to need. By the time that clock hits 15 minutes, you're going to know everything. So you can go out and make the best possible bets for you. Joining me, as he will each and every week here on the -3 podcast 15-minute pregame show, it's Kevin Hench. What's happening, fella? Sorry, I'm already going too slow. Let's go.
Just go. Game one, go.
All right, here we go. It is the Philadelphia Eagles paying a visit to your beloved Foxborough-based New England Patriots. Patriots +3.5. Total on the game is 45. How say you, Hench?
I do not understand why this number is so low. The Patriots are going to be having in-season tryouts at right tackle going up against this pass rush of the Eagles. I don't think this game's particularly close. 34-17 Eagles. I like it. Eagles to the over.
Listen, Riley Reif being down on a team predicated on playing bully ball this season, as these Patriots are, spooks me just a little bit. That's not enough to swing me, though. A big game for a team in a big spot if they want to be relevant this year. I know it's just week one. I'm going to take the Patriots showing up. Remember, there is some age on that offensive line and defense for Philadelphia, but also in key spots on that defense are some young guys who have not had a ton of reps and two new coordinators. Give me the wizard Belichick, given that formula on the other side. I'm going to take the Eagles to win it, but 23-20. So I'm taking the Patriots plus the 3.5, and this one's going under.
As insane as that pick is, I appreciate your faith in my team, which I lack, and I'm going to return the favor.
Wait. Eddie Spaghetti, how say you? Who got that one right?
Well, I'm going Eagles win 30-20. Tough road test week one for the Eagles. I'm looking forward to two things in this game. Number one, to see after the tumultuous offseason with Mac Jones, how he plays versus a good Eagles team. And then reversely, we know the Patriots defense is going to be a pretty good defense that'll keep them in the AFC East race. Let's see how Jalen Hurts does against what should be a tough defense, but I still think Eagles come out on top by 10 in that one.
All right, our aggregated pick has the Eagles 29-19. Now, Hench, move along.
Okay, sorry, Spaghetti. You picked my team. I picked against my team. I think we're both going to pick your team. I'm picking the Steelers, getting a little at home. Niners making the long trip with Brock Purdy's with Brock Purdy.
Freudian.
And his injured wing. I like the Steelers money line. Steelers 23-20 week one over the Niners.
Yeah, Steelers +2.5 at home. That number can move around because of based on Nick Bosa's availability. I do think it's a little bit of an emotional gut punch when it seemed like the path was a little clear without Bosa, but I'm going to take the Steelers. They haven't had a home game to start a season in quite some time. For what that matters, I do think that the local fan base is going to be all juiced up for this one. A wonderful matchup, two great defenses. And while the Niners have a knack for taking the game totals over, or at least they did coming down the stretch in the regular season last year, Pittsburgh had the opposite effect. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this one 24-19, and the total on the game is 41. So I am going to say that the Niners win out.
We got to pick up the pace.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're falling behind.
All Niners, right, go.
Niners are my number 2 seed in the NFC. They win this one 24-20. I think we'll see a little bit of rust on both sides, but the juice knowing Bosa is coming back. Kittle practice week, he's going to play, and I think there's just too many good gadget players, the Debos, the CMCs on San Fran. They'll get the job done. I think Kenny Pickett will have a better season, but this is not the game he's going to do it in, so I am going to stick with the Niners.
Yeah, Watt plus Minka get the better of
you
Brock.
You can't still be talking about that game.
The aggregated pick is the Steelers 22.3 to 21. The Steelers win on the money line per your wish. Next, battle for Ohio. Bungles, Brownies, home team is the Cleveland Browns +2. The total on this one, 47.5. The mini era indicates that the Browns kind of have the Bungles number. Joe Burrow coming back from that calf injury, as you know, it adds up to me to Nick Chubb and company having their way on the ground and beyond. I don't love the Browns over the course of the 17 games. I do love them on Sunday. Give me the Browns 26-23.
I'm in your garage. Browns 30, Bengals 24. I just made up some time. Spaghetti.
Great.
This is game of the week alert for here. I have the Browns winning 28-27 in a classic. It's going to be great to see the battles all years to come. Burrow versus Deshaun Watson. Have the Browns in this one. They'll probably split the season series though.
All right. Boy, that was so fast I could barely understand it. But
Browns.
Browns 28 to 24.6. 3-car garage, all parked with the automobiles in the same spot. Next.
I love it. Next. This is going to be tough for you, Shek, because you have both these teams winning their division. Mm-hmm. So you got to make a statement. Week 1. I have a feeling you might agree with me, but I don't know for sure. I think the Dolphins pull the mild upset on the road with no home field advantage, obviously, ever for the Chargers. 28-27 Dolphins.
Armstead's availability in question, protecting Tua's front side. Keep in mind, he's a lefty, everybody. I think the defense wins the day for the Dolphins. I think that's going to be the case in a lot of games this year. I don't think Tua's skull somehow has softer bone in it than the other quarterbacks do. Ergo, I don't think he's necessarily the huge concussion risk that everybody else has cited. I think he was the victim of some bad luck last year in a slightly smaller frame. Either way, love Mike McDaniel in year 2. The defense with Vic Fangio is going to sing. Chargers are going to be great too. Today, though, I'm going to say Miami Dolphins 30, Chargers 28.
I have the Chargers winning 31-26 over the Dolphins. I love everything about the passing attack of the Chargers, but they could also beat you on the ground with Austin Eckler, one of the most versatile running backs in the game, reversing the defensive side. If there was a secondary and a defense with some versatile, fast players that could slow down the Miami Dolphins, it is Derwin James and company, with Bosa obviously on the line there. I like the Chargers to win their home opener, and 31-26 my final score. This will go over, which is an uncommon trend for week 1.
Aggregated score is the Chargers 28.6-28. It's going to be a tight one. It should really be a dandy. Next up, it's the Packers and Bears, the 20th century's greatest NFL rivalry. That's now ceded to Pittsburgh and Baltimore, I think, Seattle, San Francisco. Either way, Bears are giving Jordan Love and company 2 points in their visit to Soldier Stadium. The Soldier Field, the total on this one is 44. I have faith, and it was really tough for me to not take the Packers getting into the NFC playoffs. I still think that they're a nice team. They're not going to fall off a cliff because Aaron Rodgers moved to New Jersey. I'm going to take the Packers in this one, 26-20, an indication that I do not buy the Bears. I think there's been a lot of noise around Justin Fields and everything. I think they are your 4th place team in that division. Hench, how say you?
We're in that same garage. I think Bears under 7.5 wins is a great bet for the season, and it starts on Sunday. I have a very similar score. Packers 24, Bears 20. Anybody who's ever had an unpleasant, narcissistic coworker knows how much more fun it is to go to work when he's gone and playing for the Jets. So I feel like everyone's going to have a weight lifted. Matt LaFleur, and Aaron Jones and Corey Dillon pounding it on the ground. I like the Packers.
AJ Dillon. I don't think they're going to bring Corey Dillon out of retirement.
My bad.
Yes.
Even if Corey Dillon was running the ball for the Packers, I'd still pick them. It doesn't matter. But like Hench said, the Dillon Jones backfield. Plus, I really trust in that coaching staff, and I just need to see more through the air from Justin Fields. I know what he could do on the ground, but that could eventually be stopped. And until then, I'm going to stick with the Packers 23-21.
Even if Corey Feldman was running the ball.
See, you went Corey Feldman, and I went with Edgar Bennett. Either way, the aggregated score has the Packers 24.3 to 20.3. Next up, oh no, this one's yours there, Hench.
Okay, listen, I love Brian Daboll, and I'm always too high on the Cowboys. So I don't know why I've done it again. And I think the Cowboys win by double figures. Cowboys 30, Giants 17. I don't know why I feel so strongly about this, but I just do. Maybe it's the Micah Parsons game wrecker thing. I don't think the Giants have actually figured out the O-line situation. I like the Cowboys.
Yeah, as I said, no offense to anybody, Eddie Spaghetti. I think that the Giants are going to be your fourth place team in the NFC East. I think the Cowboys feel like the real deal. Don't get spooked by what you saw in San Francisco with that weird Zeke Elliott play that ended their season. Keep in mind, they've won 12 wins each of the last 2 seasons. I think it's a big spot game for the Giants to show that last season wasn't a fluke. I suspect that the Cowboys prove maybe not a fluke, but they are the superior team in 2023. 31-21 is how I have this one for the Cowboys.
Well, since we got about 4 minutes, I'm just going to Giants filibuster here and push back on everything you guys said. They're not the fourth place team, and they did improve the O-line. Evan Neal will be better. We saw how good he could be at Alabama. They did draft the best center in the draft last year, John Michael Smith. So I really like their O-line right now. I will welcome a Micah Parsons versus Andrew Thomas one-on-one matchup, one of the best left tackles in all of football. I will say this game will the Giants will lose this game on a last-second field goal. But good teams win. Good teams win. Because good teams win.
Welcome the Evan Neal matchup.
No, I said Andrew Thomas. Thomas. The good teams win. Great teams cover. Giants are going to cover this the 3.5 spread. They're going to lose 31-30. I will say the one thing I'm afraid of in this game, Dallas has a ton of really good pass catchers, obviously highlighted by CeeDee Lamb. But I think the Giants secondary will improve over time. It is a young secondary. Week 1, they will struggle a little bit here, but I do think this is a game where the Giants go, okay, we could actually go toe-to-toe with the big boys here. And I think in a weird way, it's a moral victory, but they will lose this game last second field goal.
Boy, we got through our 6-pack of featured games here. That leaves us just a few extra seconds.
The aggregate.
Here.
What's our aggregate?
Oh, the aggregated score there, Cowboys 30.6 to 22.6. Thank you for that. And
now all the money you've won on Sunday, you can roll into Monday night.
There we go. This is, I think, probably on a piece of paper, if they were all being played at the exact same time, this would be the most watched game. Bills, Jets, so important to Aaron Rodgers because those first 6 or 7 games are brutal for the Jets. So they need to find their wins where they can get them, especially at home. Problem is they're still catching 2.5 against Buffalo. How say you, Hench?
I do like the Bills to still hang on to that division, but it doesn't start week 1. I think the Jets win this game. I think their defense is significantly better than the Bills defense, and they hold on to win it 26-24.
Yeah, Bills have some questions about if they're going to be able to have that pass rush with Floyd and company. They definitely need to tune it up this week to make some hay. That's the apparent advantage you have against the Jets is if you can heat up, I almost called him number 12, number 8. That is an opportunity that seems available to you as we head into this season. I'm going to take the Jets. It's a huge, huge game for them. I say they get it by a point, 29-28 Spaghetti.
You can take the Jets with the points. You can take the Jets just outright. I'm going with the Jets 35-27. This is a big Aaron Rodgers is back. Aaron Rodgers is pissed off game. And plus, this is going to be, okay, the Jets are for real. It's not just the hard knocks hype. They are a very good team. They will unseat the Bills, the top team in the AFC. So big week 1 win for the Jets.
Aggregated, it's the Jets 30-26.3. So
we all like the Jets. Are we all in the same garage? 3-car garage.
There you go. We're all in unanimity there. So
let's get to the survivor pool.
Survivor pick, always important. We'll do this each week for you too. I'm going to take the commies. I think that number is way too low. I know it seems heavy in week 1 for any NFL team against any other NFL team, but the Cardinals have announced they want to lose their games. What else do you need to know? I think it's
what else do you need to know? I mean,
well, what you need to know is it's a celebration. There's no Dan Snyder going to be there, so I think they're really going to whip them, but good.
Exactly, and I think as you know, and we'll do this. We're gonna make our survivor picks here every week. And every week you have a chance to use a not very good team against the Cardinals. You should do that. So again, I'm in Shek's garage with the commies in week 1. We got 30 seconds, Spaghetti. How say you?
Go, Spaghetti.
I'm going to pivot just to be different than you guys. Seahawks, best home field advantage in all of football. They're taking the Rams, who could be in the running for the worst record. No Cooper Kupp. Not a lot to like about the Rams this year. A lot to like about the Seahawks in an easier division. I'm going to take the Seahawks at home.
Look, I didn't even look at that clock once. You know why? Because I'm like Skywalker attacking the Death Star. I don't need it. I'm all right. I'm all right. Are you okay? Luke?
Close,
Are you
close,
okay,
close.
Shaq?
4, 3,
We'll talk to you
2,
next week.
1.
Thanks for watching, everybody.